We received an iPhone XS Max that won't turn on. Plug in the charger to test. Even though it's connected to the charger, it still doesn't turn on. Unplug the charger and let's start disassembling the phone. Unscrew the 2 pentalobe screws using a screwdriver. Then take out the SIM card tray. Position the iPhone on the screen separator tool to detach the screen. Apply alcohol around the LCD to soften the adhesive. Cover the front camera with the dust-proof sticker. Remove the screws and detach the metal cover. Disconnect the battery flex cable, then connect it to the DC power supply cable. When the cable is connected, a large current draw on the DC power supply, even without pressing the power button, typically indicates a short circuit of the motherboard. Next, disconnect the display and sensor flex cables. Disconnect all flex cables from the motherboard. Remove the screw from the motherboard. Then take out the motherboard. Apply alcohol to the sponge foam pads. Then, gently take out the sponge foam pads with tweezers. Place the motherboard on the preheating platform and set the temperature to 180 degrees Celsius. Once the set temperature is reached, gently separate the motherboard. Now that the motherboard has been separated, next is to clean the logic board. Connect the logic board with the DC power supply cable again. Now, the current is normal. Next, let's try to boot the logic board using tweezers. The logic board boots normally. We confirm that the short circuit does not come from the logic board. Next, let's clean the signal board. After cleaning the signal board, let's inspect its components for any potential causes of short circuits. In our analysis of the signal board, there is a noticeable capacitor that appears to be burnt. Open the bitmap for iPhone XS Max. Next, identify where the capacitor is located. The capacitor C247W associated with the PPVDD main circuit line. Using a multimeter, the diode value of the PPVDD main circuit line is 0.001, confirming that this line is short circuit. Next, place the logic board on the thermal imager. Use a short killer and connect the black alligator clip to ground, then supply 1.8 volts to the short circuit line. The C247W capacitor sparks in the thermal imager when voltage is supplied. Remove the faulty capacitor with tweezers. Check the diode value with the multimeter again. Now the diode value returns to normal. After removing the faulty capacitor, prepare to clean the signal board. Apply flux paste to the middle layer of the signal board. Utilize a soldering iron and desoldering wick to clean the bonding pads on the middle layer of the signal board. Clean the bonding pads with PCB cleaner. Next, apply flux paste to the bonding pads of the logic board. Then use the same method to clean the bonding pads of the logic board. Next, we'll reball the signal board. Align the reballing stencil to the right position. Place a metal cover over the SIM slot. Using a plastic spatula, spread 153 temperature solder paste uniformly over the layer. Then carefully remove the metal cover and reballing stencils. Apply heat with a hot air gun set to 300 degrees Celsius in an airflow of 60 until solder balls form. Apply flux paste to the layer following the reballing process. Place the signal board on the preheating platform, then align the logic board. Set the temperature to 180 degrees Celsius, then start the recombination. After recombination, inspect the motherboard layer once it has cooled down. Install the motherboard and connect all the flex cables. Screw the motherboard. Assemble the sensor and display flex cables. Then connect the battery and remove the camera cover. Plug in the charger. The phone boots normally. The phone baseband is working. The Wi-Fi is also working.